Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Hey guys, what's up? Amir Ryder here, Transform Sales Podcast, our software demo series. I got Bruno Dominguez, Flowchat CEO, co-founder and CTO. I'll be honest, I've never seen a CTO so active on content and social media. We met on Facebook. Bruno was just pumping out content on Flowchat, and I told him it's time to get you listed in the marketplace and help more buyers, the right buyers, find you. So we're going to jump right into it, Bruno. I hope all is well wherever you're from. I think you're from what part of the world?
I'm from Portugal originally.
Okay, awesome. Where the big waves are at one pier. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Okay, so Flowchat was founded around 2019. We branded it to Flowchat. We bought the domain name, and now it's a social media chat management platform. And so it supercharges basically all your chats, gets it all organized in pipelines. So we've gone to over 2,000 accounts now, and we use it ourselves. We grew completely organically. We're bootstrapped, so we didn't take investors. We built it all ourselves, grew the company organically. We're over 20 people now. And we use our own software to grow ourselves. So that's pretty.
That's why you're going crazy on Facebook.
Yeah. I'm less active than my co-founders because they're doing sales. I'm just doing development. So for that, I need to kind of do stuff on social, and I of course take deals out of that.
For anybody listening, Bruno's being modest. He is a CTO that is super active on sales.
I do minimal. I tell you, I do minimal. If I was
more than most CTOs. I've been trying to get my CTO on doing content. He keeps rejecting me.
Yeah, it's cool. I got to do it. I need to automate the flows for everybody. For all the clients want automation.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about what your software does in the sense of how it helps buyers in a way that what were they not able to do without Flowchat?
Okay, so the feedback we have our software is basically all in one place for all the different social media platforms and organize all the chats in one place. And you can have pipelines very well organized. And what we've seen out there is a lot of softwares have good automations, but they lack a good pipeline system. So we have a very good pipeline system, and now we're going really hard on automations. And we're introducing also data enrichment and AI voice, so AI can do calls as well, like setter calls. So we're doing really very advanced stuff at this moment. And
so if I'm interpreting you correctly, and I'm going to turn this language into super easy language. What companies were not able to do before you was they were not able to manage their social media as revenue generating channels, and they were not able to manage the conversations in a way that would allow them to drive revenue and manage pipeline. And with Flowchat, they can now do that. So they can now take their social media channels and turn it into a B2B driving revenue source. Is that correct?
Let me give you a bit context. So there's a context to this. So there's platforms that like ManyChat, etc., that can do a lot of automation and a lot of chat management with API. That means you can run it on a Facebook page, which, as you know, pages cannot do outreach. So pages cannot message a person. The person has to engage first. So those platforms are very good for inbound, but outbound, they cannot do outbound. So Flowchat is primarily for outbound.
I love it.
I
love outbound.
It can also do inbound, but it's primarily perfect for outbound. So what people are doing now?
Your explanation was great, right? You kind of mentioned ManyChats as a company. They're also a company that's in our marketplace. We know them well. They're kind of like a gold standard in a way for inbound, and you guys are the gold standard for outbound.
Yeah, and it does something interesting as well. It covers a gap of a loss of 70% of users, who are users who do not reply to the page messages or who are just not engaging at all in the first place, and those are lost. So because the pages after 48 hours, they cannot message the user anymore. So you're not able to engage with them anymore. And with Flowchat, we close that gap. Now you give you the chance to use your page if you want to, but also message them on their Facebook profile when they're no longer available to message on the page. So now we're covering that gap of 70% of users that were previously lost. So that's a huge game changer for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm like, look, also high level for me, I think it's a big deal that a lot of people like are, addicted to social media like me, right? And I think there's a game where it's like you're either learning how to make social media drive revenue for you or you become the product for social media, right? In a way.
Hmm.
So what like I'm also listening is that you're also providing a tool for businesses to um when they spend time on social media, it's designed to have a financial business impact versus just a time sucking impact. And you are working within the rules of Facebook, within the laws that they set to make sure that opportunities to communicate with buyers are not lost. And most people lose those opportunities, right? So the big problem is that most buyers don't know the rules. They don't know how
Yep, yep.
they don't know the limitations, right? And they're losing potential revenue. And you're coming in and automatically filling those gaps by capturing those opportunities and being outbound and creating that dialogue so that the engagement can turn into revenue and it can be measured through multiple platforms.
Yeah, it goes the game changer. We have people who are packaging ManyChat with Flowchat and selling that. So we have resellers like marketing agencies, just buyers
Yeah.
our software and resell it together with Go High Level or with
Well,
ManyChat. It's
you're getting
huge.
to my
This is
next question,
huge.
right? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to get this question out because you kind of were getting into like who your buyers were. You mentioned agencies, right? And like, so tell me now, what are your ideal customers, their industry, employee, and location, and think about this in like your 80-20 rule, where like I know, and
Mhm.
anybody listening knows that you could service a lot of people, right? So we're not going to exclude people in general, but for the purpose of this conversation, I want to know your 80-20. I want to know, like, if you could only pick one, is it an agency or end user or a software company or a service company? Which one would you pick and why?
So I'd say based on volume. So there's less agencies than there are coaches. So
Okay.
coaches, some of them resell, but agency mostly buy as a reseller. They buy for
Okay.
white label and they resell. So that's a different type of sale. And then coaches or masterminds, they buy for usage of their customers, for their help their customers grow.
Okay.
So that's a
So,
different
so,
type.
so let's pick one. Let's pick the solopreneur. The solopreneur is your best client, right? It sounds like the coach, the trainer, the person's got their personal brand.
Consultants. Yeah, consultants. Yeah.
Yeah, and which is good, right? Because at the end of the day, you're learning more about cloud tasks, but like our main, we help buyers and sellers of sales services, right? So we have a sales agency growth summit we host every year in Medellin, and our goal is to help buyers find sales agencies, right? And we also have a lot of sales trainers and coaches that um, you know, I think are looking for opportunities to grow their business efficiently, right?
Yep.
We have a whole community of sales trainers and consultants, right? So they're always looking for ways and sometimes the SDR model doesn't work, right? Because they just don't have that volume, and they live in a world where they can't necessarily hire a full-time person because then they'll get too busy and they can't deliver. So this is almost a way of being like, hey, let's assist scaling your personal brand and your ability to reach one to many, right? So
Yep.
that a solopreneur can reach more people without adding more headcount. They add your technology, which we're going to demo, right?
Yeah.
From a location perspective, doesn't really matter. They could be anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Um,
They can be anywhere. Yeah.
and employees doesn't matter. It sounds like it really matters more about like their willingness that I want to get revenue from social media, right? And
Yeah.
then their volume of conversations, right? So solopreneur that lives anywhere, wants to expand his coaching consulting business, right? And is starting to get activity picking up, but is not really maximizing those activities. That would be a perfect fit for you guys at Flowchat.
Yeah. The time saving alone is huge. So just time saving, and then the deals they don't miss on that also big. And then
You
being
getting to my
able.
next question, man. You're a smart guy. You
Oh,
got the flow already. You got the flow. This is my next question, man. How would a user measure success with your platform?
they measure with the number of calls they get booked, appointments booked, plus how many deals they get closed. That's the main metrics.
Are you going to take over my Facebook account and hook us up, and so I can make some content and show people how it's done? Because I don't run my Facebook pages. I know it's a good opportunity, and it's like nothing's going. I'm posting content on it, but like I haven't really booked meetings from it. So that would be a
What?
separate call I'll have with you, because I could be your
You don't book meetings from your content. Oh my god.
guinea pig. I'm not embarrassed to admit it. I have so much opportunity for improvement, but one of the beautiful parts about owning a RevOps marketplace is that I get to test drive and experience some of the best services, whether it's an agency service or a tool, and I get to really just kind of work with an expert like you one on one. So we'll have that conversation. I'll follow up with you, right? So.
Sounds good.
And there's no better example than a real world example, but because we don't have the real world example on my account yet, perhaps you could be as kind to share your screen, give us a general overview. I know you could
Okay.
probably show me for years.
Let me see here.
Guys, by the way, give a big hands for Bruno. Like I said before, CTO, not English is your first language, Bruno?
No, second. Portuguese is the
English
first.
is the second language. He's a CTO and he's creating content, and I'm impressed.
Okay, this is a window. I want the entire screen. Okay, for this to work, entire screen, and I think this works. Okay, you can see the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the screen there. So this is already like a pipeline, a basic pipeline,
Yeah.
with stages like imported. So when you import, you put here, you qualify them. If you import them and they're already qualified, you put them in here, and then this is when you mess them. There's an automation that automatically sends a friend request, direct message, and moves the lead to another stage. So now I'll explain like a bit more. I hope it's not going too fast. I'm just showing like.
I will slow you down when you go too fast, but like really, what you're looking at is it's taking a channel that has billions of people and turning it into a B2B function so that you can almost do what a lot of companies have started to do with LinkedIn, right? In that automation realm. And you're really kind of saying, hey, let's take that B2B and bring it to a B2C platform, which I'll tell you what, it has all B2B people. I changed my
Yeah.
So it's all business.
In 2016, I started using Facebook for business. Before, I thought it was just consumer and personal, and then I realized it was a gold mine. I got within 2 months, I was making 100,000 a month by myself just from Facebook. 100,000 selling high tickets. It was like easy as hell. And my issue was like,
you're a case study. You're a case study of yourself.
I was my business partners are also their own case study. We met on chat on Facebook and created this platform together. But we met on Facebook on chat.
Look how we met. We met on Facebook, and I inbounded you because I saw all your activity and I saw the fact that you were just talking business. And I was like, I got to reach out to this guy. So I was an inbound guy too. Keep going. I cut you off. I get excited. I want to use your tool.
I mean, we met like partners who are $100 million companies and SaaS founders with very large companies on Facebook. We connect with them, got meetings, make deals, and like it's huge. Like many people.
It doesn't. I always say this when it comes to dating, and it's the same thing in business, right? It doesn't matter how you meet. It matters who you meet.
Okay, let's go on here on Facebook. Now let's do something funny here. Let's see what's happening with Amir. Amir, look at this. You're live now. Hey, cool. It's me here. Hey, someone loved this post. It's Gary. Hey, look, Gary is here. Cool.
Gary Baxter is my boy from high school.
I like it. Hey, let me import Gary into this pipeline. See this how quickly this goes.
He's a businessman.
Let's say he's qualified already. I didn't check his profile.
He's in B2B. He's in mortgages.
Look at that. Gary is there already. Awesome.
You need Flowchat.
Sorry, I only added one. So let me refresh this. I only had one. Here's Gary. Cool. Now let's say there's like 20 of people already here. There's only one. Run automation. Let's start. Just press yes. There you go. Now I do nothing. Look, my hands are here. I'm not touching the computer. What's happening here? Hey, look, automation is going to start in 5 seconds.
Oh, man, this is awesome.
My hands are up. I mean, let's say I put there 40 people. It does the same. It runs by itself. And just there. Hey, look, add friend is the first action. Friend request has just begun. That's it. Hey, now message to Gary. There you go. Opening. Hi, Gary. Great to connect. Hey, look. I just connected with Gary. There you go.
I still want to use this.
And now it's done. And I give me a report of what happened. I close the window. Here it will give me a report again. Reload. And there you go. Gary has been sent the first message. It's like really simple. Really simple. It's nothing special. I can change the templates, assign templates. I have this template assigned. I can assign a different template if I want to. can create very nice template. I can go here, let's say go AI message composer. I don't have the key set up on this account, but I'll set up a key. I'll use AI to generate a message if I want to, but I don't want to do that now. I find this to work really well because this never ever gets reported for spam.
Funny, right? I don't mean to cut you off, but there's this, email, a lot of talk going about how sequencing and emailing is kind of going to be changed with these new rules coming out from Google about 5,000 emails max per day. And if you have a 0.3% rate, you can get blacklisted on email. Of course, I know there's Facebook rules, right? But now you're really giving the power of these billion-dollar sequencers like Outreach and SalesLoft that might be struggling with email, and you're kind of taking it to blue ocean, is what I call it, right? Where there's less competition, and bringing that same B2B, I connect with a message, I follow up, I share my value, I engage on a platform that hasn't been, I would say, crowded with all the sequencers like it has been in B2B SaaS. So this is kind of a really good opportunity for also companies out there that are scratching their head about what they're going to think in 2024 with emailing becoming less effective. You can't just give up and not hit your finance goals. You got to find new channels, and Facebook's, how many users are on Facebook? I don't even know.
Billions, but it's more than that. Like you can use it to build relationships. Like, I mean, you can use it for dating if you want to. So it's so like really, so you can just be creative. We have a pipeline for whatever. Like we have a pipeline for podcast booking on podcasts, speaking on podcasts, or Facebook Lives with Facebook group owners. Like value is the key, and it's all building relationships, reaching audiences, not just individual potential customers.
Oh, we're gonna become best friends. I'm gonna be using your tool like crazy and showing other people how they can make money with it. That's what I do. I just teach out loud.
And do you know what's the beauty of this? Pitching doesn't work on Facebook or anywhere. If I send you a first message and it's a pitch, you're gonna block it and
not unless it's like I have a Porsche 911 Turbo S for $10,000 and I got to give it away, right? So I agree with you, right? Very few people have the golden offer, right? But you're 100% right. It works with engagement. It works with conversation. It works with some of the same principles that like a Ven Gresso is another partner of ours with his social selling courses, talking about, even like Alex Hormozi, give away 3 value for every 1 ask, right? So you already have these kind of rules baked into it, so that it's not
value is the key. Like value, you gotta like think, go with value. Don't go with I want to take something, but we're like, okay, value. What can I give to this person? What's valuable?
So you're sure you're not a VP of business development? You're a CTO?
Well, that's the mindset. I learned that mindset works.
I can see the excitement that has from generally engaging people, and that's like the VP. That's like a VP of business development. I'm looking at.
It's like I meet so many interesting people with so many interesting business models, and they are doing so awesome stuff. It's really exciting.
Listen, if you made $100K a month back in 2019, then I now know why you're smiling. I think you've really been going up and up since then.
I can't complain about that either. But it's like you meet the people. I mean, you imagine the network of contacts you get out of that when you're talking with 200 people a week, 200 people a week. That's a lot. That's like 800, 1,000 people a month.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, question for people that would want to try it out. Do you guys offer a free trial? How does that work? If anybody, there is actually a link to if you look at that thing that says affiliate area, I'm signed up in the affiliate area. Right. And you'll see the Flowchat link down here. Are you guys giving any like a trial, or how do people typically work with you guys? Is it product like growth? What's like that? If somebody today watching this was like, I want to succeed and make money using Facebook, how would they engage you guys if they hit the link below? Do you guys offer a trial? What do you guys do?
Yeah, they can just sign up there for the price plan we have, and like I told you, like I can give you your viewers something interesting. You
can give the members of our community something interesting in the form of a discount. It's not going to be a T-shirt, right?
Oh yeah, it's a discount, like a pretty.
They love saving money.
Pretty steep discount. So it goes from 247 is the price point we had on our pricing page. So it goes down to 97 a month instead of 297. So where do
I'll tell you right now, and I'm going to be very transparent with you. We at CloudTask, we go to market and we have big revenue goals. We leverage our partners, we leverage our sellers to do that. We want to be able to redefine the modern playbook, right? Predictable revenue, whatever that was, the model's changed. and we want to write the new playbook. We're only able to write the new playbook with our partners' technologies, right? So I am excited about using this myself because I have serious revenue goals for CloudTask, right? We want to hit $100 million of top line marketplace gross merchandise volume, right? So I would love to be able to use your tool. And I want to just show people the real life. I want to be a real life case study. I want to be like, this is how I generated 500 meetings with Flowchat. And I just want to show people this because it's applicable, right? Like I said before, I'm active on Facebook, but I'm not actively generating revenue. And I know I can do it. And I know I have the will, and I got the offer because my offer is it's you, right? I'm offering remote candidates, sales agencies, and sales technologies. So I got amazing offers, right? I just need I need to get rolling with this so that I can incorporate this into the 2024 playbook because frankly, people need it. Even SDRs, I'm like, look, SDRs get fired when they don't get results. They want to get results, right? And if their only tool is emailing and all their emails go to spam, they're going to get fired, right? And they could change people's careers. You can have people who start as an SDR, they're not set up for success, and then they go into customer support and they change their career, right? Because they had a bad experience where if they use new tools that allow them to succeed, think about the feeling you get as an SDR. You go start emailing, calling, you get no meetings, but then you use Facebook and you get 20 meetings, you're going to feel great about it. You're going to feel motivated. So, I understand that your product has a fundamental implication to founders and leaders that need your help, whether they admit it or not. But you're not only helping founders and leaders, you're also going to be helping the employees that work for those founders and leaders that desperately want to produce results and don't want to be jumping around for jobs. They don't want to get hired only to get fired, right? So, man, I got a lot of work to do in the sense of helping people with Flowchat. Let me take down this. Your anybody who's got a credit card ready. Bruno is in selling mode. We got the page sheet out. We could go over that. But anybody who wants to try the trial, guys, the link is below. We're going to also publish a coupon code from Bruno, who's going to give us a nice little discount. It's going to say CloudTask, 25% off, something like that. I don't know. I'll give more ideas in Bruno. But Bruno, this has been awesome. Tell everybody where they can connect with you and how they can learn from you. And preferably, they should be connecting with you on Facebook so they could see what you're doing. Because that's how I found out about you. I saw what you were doing, right? And I messaged you, right? Now, my intention obviously was like, this guy's got a cool product. I want to sell it, right? But it's the same thing, right? I saw what you were doing and I reached out. Where can anybody find you to learn more about what you got going on? And I can pull up your screen back on if you want me to show that what you're showing.
Okay, we got there like the link there. You can see it.
That's it. Yeah.
You got a good picture, a good profile picture here. Let's see. Does it look like me?
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to redo it now. Yes, it actually does look like you. It looks like you. Love your attitude, man. I love what you built. And then anyone else who's looking to beat forecast or quota, I would try it out ASAP. Bruno, thank you so much for being on the Transform Sales podcast. I didn't know really what your product was doing. I thought you were just awesome. Now I know it's an awesome person backed by an awesome product. And we're gonna be talking because I'm gonna be using your product, man. Thank you so much for everything, man.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
You got it. Take care.